All right, guys, story time. Um, so this week, Mark Millar, he was asked on a tweet. We know who the progressive creators are at Marvel and DC right now. They tell us their politics all of the time. Who are the conservative creators at the big two? And Mark Miller responded with, I honestly have no idea what the politics of any colleagues are. If I follow an artist, it's because I like their work. If they talk politics, I tend to mute. I follow political commentators across the spectrum for my political news. And it just kind of got me thinking because there's been a lot of mainstream creators that have been accused of being ComicsGate or being aligned with ComicsGate or supporting. And Dan Panosian, a week ago, I think he got it kind of the worst. And he was actually being accused of being like alt right and things of that nature. And he also, instead of just doing a blanket statement bashing ComicsGate, he said, I do have friends in that group, and the friends I have are not Nazis. I have friends everywhere and from all walks of life, but I'm not Comicsgate, regardless of what you think. You're very purposely trying to defame my character over a meme I posted. And in May of 2021, um, there was a thing about J. Scott Campbell and Anna, that Star Wars girl, one of the co-hosts of the Jack Show, that is kind of a Comicsgate show more than anything. It's all Comicsgate friendly creators or Comicsgate kind of the CG Kings guys. She kind of went and did some commentary about a J. Scott Campbell poster where it was Mary Jane and more of that same old where are her organs nonsense. And because Anna's tweet and her video were getting traffic, it kind of got him to actually have to say something about it also. Let me pull that up real quick. I'll read it. Um, so J. Scott Campbell said, when I mentioned Comicsgate, I wasn't necessarily saying that they were all of the other things they listed off, only that they were one of the groups I was being lumped in with. There is a difference. I'm not Comicsgate. I'm simply fundamentally against free artistic expression, suppression that your like pushes onto others. Who are you to decide what's too sexy for the rest of us? The nerve. Now go to bed. But a lot of these people, it kind of seems like they're coming to the aid of Comicsgate when really what they're doing is just pointing out the bullshit on the people that are also going after Comicsgate. The only thing that I really have to add to it is whenever one of these mainstream creators and like legacy creators, people with like huge bodies of work, Mark Miller, Dan Panosian, J. Scott Campbell, why aren't like the CG channels actually like doing anything to help those guys out? I mean, it's nice that people are saying like, oh yeah, these aren't the bad guys, or I am friends with some of these guys. But then everyone, and myself included, like with making this video, I'm using it as a topic to give my opinion on. But these guys literally got nothing but a headache for actually putting their foot down and saying like, I'm friends with a lot of these guys. Like I don't have to agree with everything they say. But no one from the Comicsgate side of it is actually saying like, you know what? That's a guy that stood up for me. Let's support him. Let's look at his new project. Let's put some shine on it, or show some kind of gratitude for these people not jumping in the easy way of the conversation. Like everyone's just kind of saying like, oh well, I have a big YouTube channel. Let me make this a topic of conversation for my channel, and not actually reward these guys for taking the harder route. And it kind of got me thinking like maybe these guys like they're not really trying to support Comicsgate or Comicsgate creators. They're just so fed up with other people telling them what they can do and using the threat of well, you're Comicsgate as the answer And a while back, Mark Miller said in an interview that he believes that every 20 years or so there's a shift, and that he thinks that it's coming now because the pandemic kind of slowed it down from when it should have happened, because everyone was glued to their tablets and social media because of the pandemic. Everyone was stuck at home and they needed somewhere to vent, and that might have kind of prolonged this attacking people that you don't know and are ideologically different than you. But it does seem like more and more people are saying things. I mean, Frank Cho, he was one of the first people to get canceled because of his overly sexy Wonder Woman drawings. And he straight up said the writer's name that basically got him taken off of the Wonder Woman series back in 2016. And since he's doing his commission list, and these guys they're starting to realize more than anything, I think, that they're not really cancelable anymore. Like, do they really want to cancel a big name creator and see what these guys do? Because they canceled Ethan Van Sciver, and he literally made $250,000 in a day yesterday. Like, in one day, he made what, $260,000 off of a book, and the only reason he started making the book is because he voted for Donald Trump back in 2016 and lost his job over it. I mean, even if you look at the tweets from back then with Ethan, the only thing he really did wrong, if it is wrong, is he was a sore winner. Like, that would be the worst thing that he did back then. Since then, other things have happened. He's kind of built his platform around, like, kind of, I guess, mocking all of the people on the left. But what's going to happen if you do cancel another big name creator? Like, I don't see everyone becoming ComicsGate. I see a lot of people like just kind of putting their foot down and saying like, no, I'm not that. I have friends that are that, and I'd appreciate it if you would just shut your mouth. Like, why are you even talking to me about these things? Like, they're non-issues. And then if you go to a comic convention, I think at Phoenix Comic Con, I saw one all caps comics hat, and that was it. I There wasn't really a big culture war presence on either side. It was just comic fans. So it kind of gets you thinking like maybe Mark Miller is right. Maybe there is a shift, or maybe all of this culture war stuff and all of the fighting was because we were all just stuck at home. And the more we get out and enjoy the things we like, we realize the things we don't like don't really matter as much. But just some stuff I was thinking about while I'm drawing some brick, and there's a lot of brick to draw. So, but that's it for today's video. I just wanted to get something out in the world, and that was something that was on my mind. If you guys look at the thumbnail, it does have all three of the tweets: Dan Panosian, Mark Miller, and J. Scott Campbell's. But thanks for hanging out, and subscribe to the channel. The mailing list for Sleight of Hand will be coming soon. This is page, I believe, 27 of the book. So making some progress. I want to have everything as far along as I can before I restart the mailing list. But thanks for hanging out, guys. See you on the next one. Bye.